I am Ron Dennett, and I was born and raised in Regina, Saskatchewan, a small little prairie town in Canada's Midwest. I think it's almost every drummer's natural inclination to go, what can I do to improve this? And I think that's where things basically started. It's interesting because I see a lot of products coming out that are, we call it in the industry a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. Change for the sake of change. And I guess that's part of the industry. It sort of started when I went to Australia with my wife, and I took a mountain bike with me. One day when I was there, there was a bar end, a little handlebar end. It came loose and fell off and hit the concrete. It was like that. The sound struck me as like, wow, and then when I picked it up, the weight was like, wow, what is this? And I looked and it was like, wow, that's really thin. I was thinking, I wonder if you could make a drum out of something like that. There were some ideas that I had from my playing days that, a lighter shell has a certain characteristic to it. When you take a drum shell and you find the magic material, which in this case is titanium, and you're able to make it that thin and still have it structurally stable, that's one thing. And that was a challenge that it was easy to overcome. It's a perfect material for that. The most important thing is, well, now that I've made it into a drum, how does it sound? And that's where my design comes into play. Very cool sonic and structural properties that have made it, in my mind, the perfect material for drums.
Well, the first drum I saw of Ron's was a titanium, and I was impressed with how much body it had for a shell that was that thin with no extra reinforcement. The titanium makes a good shell for the drum set as well. I've had this titanium kit in my shop here for a few months now, and everybody seems to like it. We're using it whenever we can on sessions, and it's a nice alternative. It surprises most people.
In 2010, he told me about this idea that he was working on where he was making titanium drums. So, of course, I had preconceived notions because titanium, metal, so I think I already know what metal drums sound like. All right, but Ron has got me hooked. I was so happy with the kit that I ended up buying my own set for me to play. And every single part of this drum set is successful because Ron is putting all of himself into it.
I'm the vice president of the Roland Corporation. Formerly, I spent 23 years at Guitar Center, where I ran their drum business. And I was always on the search for new sounds within the industry, which is a very mature business, especially in the snare drum world. Now, typically with snare drums, they're wood, they're steel, they're metal of some sort, bronze, aluminum. But this titanium drum was something really special, and I'd never heard one before. In fact, I'd never seen one before. And I fell in love with it immediately. It had this tremendous tone, this great warmth, but this tremendous crack, which is really what drummers are looking for. I know I was. And I think on the spot, I think I bought all the drums that he had. So what's cool about the whole titanium drum is it really opened the door for other applications within the drum industry. Now on some of the higher end product where strength and the fact that it is as lightweight as it is, you're seeing it on some of the most popular drum pedals in the industry.
It seems like it would make a very logical choice to use it for hardware, for stands and the the actual supports for the drums as well as the cymbals. Because drummers are always complaining that the hardware case is so heavy, and making it out of titanium would be a far lighter alternative.
The award is truly special and unique, and it just, among all the other things that I've described it as, like a Lifetime Achievement Award, and like an Emmy or an Oscar for me. And I guess, I think I'm on patent number 9 or 10, and I'm looking at how old I am, and I'm thinking, I don't know. I think I'm going to run out of time. I think I'm going to run out of runway before I run out of ideas, because there's so many.